Hey guys, welcome to this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're talking about the upcoming beauty releases. We're talking about beauty news, and I haven't filmed a video about beauty news for a while. A lot of you have been asking me to comment on the upcoming Chanel fall makeup collection. We also have a lot of exciting beauty news and a lot of exciting beauty releases are coming for fall 2023. So I want to sit here, discuss everything with you, and this is one of my favorite videos because I get to communicate with you. This is just an open discussion, so please feel free to leave me a comment, let me know what you would like to see on my YouTube channel. This is going to be me telling you what I find to be interesting. Of course, I cannot cover everything in a single video, otherwise my video is going to be probably 2 hours long because we have so much newness. And I would like to say a special thank you to a few accounts from which I'm going to be taking photos. I'm going to make sure to leave links in the description box to these accounts. They are mostly from Instagram, and please go ahead and follow them if you enjoy beauty news. And a huge thank you because I'm going to be using their photos. I'm also going to mention the accounts right here on the screen. So I'm going to comment on Chanel's fall makeup collection. A lot of you have been sending me so many messages. Did I see Chanel's fall makeup collection? Yes, I saw everything. Chanel is going to have a lot of releases for this fall season. Some of them are exciting, some of them not that exciting. We're going to comment on that as well. If you're new here and you enjoy beauty talks, please take a moment to subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back, dear friends. I really would love to hear from you. Let me know what you would like to see on my YouTube channel. And first of all, I'm not going to start with Chanel. I know that you want to hear my thoughts on Chanel, but I'm not going to start with Chanel because we have a new beauty brand that is going to launch. I can't believe this is happening, but we are going to have a new player on the beauty scene, and enter Prada Beauty. I cannot believe that Prada are launching their whole beauty line, and they're going to have makeup and skincare, and there's going to be a skincare line and a makeup line. So they are coming out with real strategy, in my opinion. So it's going to be very interesting because they're coming out with eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks, and then also a face cream. So I'm looking at my laptop because I don't want to miss any important information. Hold your breath. 360 euro for the cream. That better be very special cream. And the launch is set to be on the 1st of August for the US and of course in Europe, even though Prada, as far as I know, to the rest of my knowledge, it's an Italian brand. The launch in Europe is going to be the end of August, of course. You know, I cannot help but feel a little bit offended because when Gucci launched their makeup line, it was so hard to find it in Italy, and it's actually made close to the place where I live. It was very close to the place where I live. It actually, their products are produced in Milan, in the factory that's close to Milan. But we were the last ones to receive Gucci makeup, so should I feel offended about that? Well, that's just a little joke, of course, but yes, we are always a little bit neglected in Europe. Even though I can literally drive to the factory, it's gonna take me probably 30-40 minutes to drive to the factory from the place where I live. I have to mention that I was very surprised to see that Prada is actually the only new makeup brand, the only new beauty brand that is launching with a clear marketing strategy and a whole makeup line. They are launching with 6 eyeshadow palettes. They also have lipsticks, foundation, a whole set of brushes, and a whole skincare line, which is quite impressive. As a lot of you probably remember, when Hermès launched their beauty line, they first started with lipsticks, and then months later they added the blushes and they started adding the powder, the complexion balm, and other products. So here with Prada, I'm seeing that everything is very well organized. It's as if they have been working for quite a while on this beauty brand, and I'm very interested to try the eyeshadow palettes. Now the first, let's take a closer look at the 6 eyeshadow palettes that they are launching. I think that the color stories are very interesting. This is something that we haven't seen. I believe that the quality is going to be nice. I still have to see. I have to test them for myself. Of course, I still haven't tried them, but the eyeshadow palettes look interesting in that sense that this is something that we haven't seen that much. Each of the eyeshadow palettes has a pop of color. That's very interesting. And a lot of the colors in the eyeshadow palette look quite wearable. So this is something that we haven't seen until now. So you can have, there are apparently 4 colors in each eyeshadow palette. So we can say that this is a quad. So in the Prada quads, we see a pop of color in each palette. So we have purple, the purple in number 1, the other colors I think that are going to be very suitable for everyday look. And then we have this very bright yellow color, almost like electric yellow, kind of slash green color. We can really say from the photo. Then we have a pop of orange in number 3. And so on. And this is something that I did not expect. Now, to me, I definitely would like to try number 1, number 5. Now, number 2 and 3 are very interesting, and probably they are going to be a little bit more like a statement palette, but also number 4 looks very nice to me and looks like something that I'm going to use. But I really like the creativity that they show with these eyeshadow palettes. And also the price is acceptable for a luxury beauty brand. I was very surprised to see that all of the Prada products are made in France, not in Italy. This is a huge surprise for me. I was expecting that everything was going to be made in Italy. But anyways, and then moving on to the foundation. Now the foundation says that it's suitable for all skin types and it has skincare benefits. I'm excited to try it because it says that it's going to offer medium coverage. At the same time, I'm seeing on the promo videos that Prada posted that it looks quite liquidy, which I like liquidy foundations, and it's enriched with vitamin E, niacinamide. It has some skincare benefits, and all of the Prada products are refillable. The makeup brushes, I have to admit, were a huge surprise to me. It's like the whole beauty line seems to be complete, also with the makeup brushes. I'm definitely going to skip the makeup brushes for now because I want to try the makeup first. I have enough brushes, but they look like they are pretty good quality, and they look like they have a whole set, a whole line of brushes. And also they have the cleanser. You can see on the photo right here, the cleanser. Now, one thing that I do not like is that I cannot see the ingredients on the face cream and on the cleanser. I cannot see any of the ingredient list. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, now I'm definitely going to skip the skincare line because with skincare, I just cannot justify that price tag, considering that Prada is a new brand. They're just starting out, and I don't know for how many years actually they did research on their skincare products so that they are going to justify this high price tag, because usually with this kind of a high price tag we see on skincare products such as Sisley, Guerlain, La Mer, and these are brands that I love. These are brands that I use, and I spent a lot of money on skincare. I don't mind spending money on skincare, but somebody has to show me research. They have to show me what is the science behind it, because they are quite new, and I doubt that they spent years researching, and I doubt that this is going to be something that groundbreaking. And if they only use the well-known ingredients, then I don't have a reason to actually buy the skincare. Anyway, so for sure I want to try the skincare from samples first before spending that much money, but I am absolutely excited to try the makeup. And then finally, let's talk about the lipsticks. That was a huge surprise to me because they are only launching matte lipsticks. So they have soft matte lipsticks and they have hyper matte lipsticks. Now I'm definitely going to skip the hyper matte lipsticks because I have sensitive lips, and I don't, even when I'm wearing a matte lipstick, I usually apply a little bit of lip balm because my lips are sensitive and they easily get cracked. And I remember the Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet Extreme lipsticks. This was the Extreme Velvet, the Extreme Matte lipsticks from Chanel. They were quite irritating on my lips and I could never use them. So I'm definitely skipping this Hyper Matte lipsticks, but I want to try the soft matte lip colors. We can see that they have a lot of red colors, reds and orangey red colors, and I don't see a lot of nude colors that I would like to try. So I see a lot of reds. So I think that they can extend the shade range a little bit more. Next, we're moving on to the most interesting topic. I have been receiving countless messages from a lot of you on Instagram why I'm not talking about Chanel's fall release. Well, here we go. Let's go ahead and talk about Chanel's makeup release. We have already seen all of the products from Chanel's Fall 2023 makeup collection. For Fall 2023, we're going to have a huge makeup release, a very generous makeup release from Chanel. We are going to have two blushes. One is more peachy and the other one is definitely more like a statement deep burgundy color. I think that these colors are similar to what we used to have for was it last year's summer collection? I have to be honest with you, I'm not very excited looking at the swatches. The design is beautiful, but I'm not very excited when I look at this collection. But I think that the blushes are going to be beautiful. What I'm more excited about is the mono eyeshadows. Now, we have beautiful swatches that WZ_beauty posted on Instagram, and I'm going to show you the swatches. Now, I would love to know which colors you would like me to purchase, because this is something that I'm excited about. Now, I think that on my skin, 402 is going to be a beautiful one and done eye color. I also like 406. I also like 414, 412. All of the colors are beautiful. I think that each of these can be used as beautiful one and done eye colors. I'm curious to see what is going to be the formulation, because this is supposed to be like a loose powder mono eyeshadow. So I'm definitely going to purchase probably 2 or 3 colors initially to see how they look. And I'm looking forward to your comments here. Let me know which colors you would like me to purchase, because this helps me a lot. I'm going to write down the colors that you're interested to see, that most of you are interested to see. And then once the collection is available to me, I'm just going to go ahead and purchase. Then it looks like we're going to have new Rouge Coco Balms. Now the Rouge Coco Balms, these colors they look nice. I love the Rouge Coco Balm formula from Chanel, and I think that 150 is going to be beautiful. This is a color that I don't have, and I believe that the Rouge Coco Bloom lipsticks, the Rouge Coco Bloom, I believe I made a mistake and I said Rouge Coco Balm. Anyways, I love the Rouge Coco Bloom formula from Chanel, and I currently have, I think, 8 or 9 of these lipsticks. Maybe 8 or 9 lipsticks. I have a lot of the Rouge Coco Bloom lipsticks. And that's why from these, I think the only shade that I'm going to purchase is 150, because this is a brown color. It's like a neutral brown color that I don't have. It's more brown than the almost like nudish brown colors that I have. I believe that Dream was a little bit more brownish from the ones that I have, and I had a couple of others that were like brownish, but they used to have some red. And then there are going to be 4 new eyeshadow quads. I wanted to discuss with you the 4 new eyeshadow palettes from Chanel, so you can see a photo of all 4 of them. They already launched in some countries such as New Zealand and Canada. I'm going to make sure to leave links in the description box to the products that are available and in the countries where they become available. But very soon they're going to launch in the US as well. For Europe, I know that the launch date is going to be like the end of August. I hope that it's not going to be true, because I really would like to review this for you and probably save you some money, save you the disappointment, and show you swatches, but I'm not sure when these are going to be available to me. So the 2 eyeshadow palettes that I want to buy are 318 and 328. These are the color stories that I like. The other 2 are beautiful as well, but I know that I'm not going to be using them. I know that I'm not going to be wearing them. And also Chanel are launching I would say pretty extensive makeup collection. As a lot of you probably remember, they are going to have also 4 new highlighters that are going to have the charm embossing of Chanel, and these are already available in some countries as well. I'm excited for Chanel makeup, and I'm definitely going to try, and I'm going to pick products from each of the lines that they launch, because they are going to launch a lot of products this fall season. So as you can probably see, the packaging is different. This part here, the base of the eyeshadow palette, is actually gold. It's like an even gold surface, whereas the classic Chanel eyeshadows, as you can see, it's black. So I'm curious to see what is going to be the packaging as well. I don't know what I want to think about this packaging. Initially, I don't love it, but I have to see it, of course. And then we're going to have a very interesting new release from Chanel. Finally, let's go ahead and talk about the most expensive lipstick from Chanel. This is the 31 Les Rouges, and this lipstick is dedicated to Rocambole, which is the headquarters of Chanel in Paris, and there are going to be 12 shades available, and this lipstick is going to be sold as a single lipstick. For now, the information that I have is that the single lipstick is going to retail for 150 euro, and then the whole set, you can see the set here, the photo is from WZ_beauty. The whole set is going to retail for 500 euro. Now, I have to say that as far as I see, the set is probably going to contain 2 lip colors. Then we have the lipstick case, and then we also have a leather case. Even though it looks interesting, I think that I want to see this in store first. I think that I'm not ready to spend 500 euro on a lipstick, because this is for Chanel collectors. I love Chanel as a brand, and I rarely skip a Chanel collection, but I think that I'm not ready to spend 500 euro on a lipstick. This is going to have a glass packaging, which is supposed to be very luxurious, but for some reason it just doesn't look luxurious to me, and I'm not very attracted to this glass packaging. Not to the point where I'm going to spend the 500 euro for a lipstick. I may spend 150 euro on a single lipstick, but not for the whole set. Because, you know, I have some very luxurious lipsticks and some very luxurious makeup products that come in their own case, but I usually lose this case. I never use this case, actually, and probably it's because of a lot of makeup products that I own. I don't know why, but I just don't use, I don't use little dust cases, dust bags of makeup products. Then I want to show you a very interesting limited edition collection from Dior. I'm attracted to the blush in this collection, but I have a feeling that this collection might be Japan exclusive or Asia exclusive. It is going to be available in August, on the 23rd of August. This is the information that we have in Japan, and I would love to have the blush here. The blush looks very, very beautiful. I'm not attracted to the eyeshadow palette. I can easily skip the eyeshadow palette, but this blush is so lovely, so gorgeous. And Dior recently launched so many different products, and they actually revamped their whole makeup line. And I've tried a lot of the products, but I feel like I have to stop for a little while because I can barely use all of the products that I have from Dior. I haven't used them. So they reformulated their blushes, their eyeshadow palettes. Then we have a new Backstage foundation, new Backstage eyeshadow palette. I reviewed all these, but I need to stop for a little while. I want to buy the blush though. If I can, I'm going to buy the blush. And then Tom Ford are coming out with two new eye color quads. And for some reason, I'm not attracted to those. I would love to hear your thoughts. But there's going to be number 42 Ambrosia and then 44 Dark Opulence. These are not colors that I'm going to wear often, but I think that the Dark Opulence is going to look beautiful on someone with brown eyes. If you have brown eyes, hazel eyes, I think that it's going to look beautiful. But this is a collection that I'm going to skip. I may swatch them in store, but I'm definitely going to be skipping those and I'm not going to buy them. Next, Givenchy just launched their fall makeup collection in the US. It's still not available in Europe, but I'm I want to get the lavender lip balm, and maybe I want to get the blush. I like those Prisma Libre blushes, and they are now available in the US as well. We've had them in Europe for, I believe, a couple of years, 2-3 years or so. Maybe they are very good, so if you like them, I would definitely encourage you to try them. I I like the rosewood color from the new lip balms and the lavender, but the one that I'm going to buy, I think is going to be the lavender. I think it's going to be a nice addition to my makeup collection for the fall season. But another product that I'm interested to try, again from Tom Ford, and this information was posted by Trend Mood. This is the Shade and Illuminate Radiance Enhancer. This is a color corrector from Tom Ford. I think that this is a product that I would love to try, and apparently the light one is going to be suitable for my skin tone, so this one I want to try. I'm probably going to try in store first to see if I want to buy it or not, and then we're going to have a new version of the famous Café Rose Eau de Parfum from Tom Ford. I want to try the fragrance for sure. There have been a lot of fragrance releases in Europe and I've tried some of them. I actually purchased some of them. I have to go ahead and see because I have some packages that I still haven't opened and I still haven't unboxed. Pat McGrath just released a new Mothership eyeshadow palette this time. It is dedicated to the sun, and even though I like it, I really like the colors, I think that a lot of people lost the excitement for Pat McGrath's Mothership eyeshadow palettes, and that's why I think that I'm not going to buy it, because I rarely use Pat McGrath. The quality of her eyeshadows is amazing, but I rarely use the palettes because they're too big, and I usually prefer to have something much smaller. Like I prefer something with 4 or 5 colors, quints or quads in my collection, and that's why I'm going to skip this release, because I've heard from a lot of you that you're not excited and a lot of you are not expecting, again, these pinks, browns in the eyeshadow palette. I think that it's beautiful. Now I wanted to take a quick moment to mention a couple of new releases that I have been excited about, a few new releases. One is this sunscreen from Ultraviolet. I have a review of this one, and I also have a video where I show you how I apply this one. It's probably the best sunscreen that I've tried. So I'm going to link the video in the description box. And then the other one, in one of my previous Will I Buy It videos, the beauty news videos, I mentioned about this eye cream, the new eye cream from Guerlain. It was released a few months ago, and initially I thought that I shared with you that I'm not going to buy it right away, but for sure I'm going to buy it. So I purchased it. I'm going to update you about this one in one of my next videos. So let's say I want to use it for 3 to 4 weeks to see how it's going to work on my under eye area. I love the face serum, as a lot of you know, but this is an innovation from Guerlain. This is a completely new product. They've never had such serum for the under eye area. I used to love the eye cream. They used to have an eye cream, and they still have an eye cream, which I love, but this is a serum, so I want to see how it's going to work on my under eye area. And if you want to see more about this one and how I apply it, I'm going to link to a video where I show you this. And I also wanted to take a quick moment to mention the new Westman Atelier. This is the Liquid Super Loaded. This is how the product is called. And I really have been loving this product. Initially, I thought that I am on the fence, because with Westman Atelier you really have to know how to use the products, but I actually love it. I have been loving it. I have Pas de Rosé. I'm going to link to my review where I compare it also to the Super Loaded Tinted Highlight from Westman Atelier, and I'm going to link to another video where I show you how I like to use this product. So it all depends on your skin type. If you have dry skin, you are probably going to enjoy to use it all over the face. It gives a beautiful glow. And if you're like me with combination skin, you might enjoy using it for targeted highlight. And on top of powder, it looks beautiful on top of powder, and it gives me this very youthful glow. And I'm even considering to buy also Peau de Pêche. I have Peau de Rosé for now, but I think that I want to buy Peau de Pêche as well. So that was all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. For sure I missed something, and there have been so many new releases, and so we have a lot of beauty news about different brands and about different products. So I wanted to share with you the ones that I feel are the most interesting. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know if you want me to comment on other products or if you want to see something different on my YouTube channel. I always appreciate your thoughts very, very much, and yes, please leave a comment. Let me know what you would like to see. Oh, I was almost going to forget about the new Clé de Peau eyeshadow palettes. I already showed you the first 2 that I purchased. I'm going to link the video again in the description box. Thank you so much for spending time with me and for watching my video, and until next time, bye!